guys. I don't know why I say hey guys. There's like 3 people maybe that watch my videos, but hello, you 3 people. Teresa, my dad, and some other unknown person. It's Friday. Just got home from work. Um, it was a really long, stupidly long day. Um, one of my residents that she was in a psychiatric hospital for the last week. She came back to the building today, which was very exciting. People kept asking me, pretty much every day, like, hey, what's going on with blank? I'm not gonna say her name, but so everybody was worried about her and wanted her to be back here, back home. So that was touching and nice. I've never seen her so sober. Like I've seen her like 3 days sober, 4 days sober, a couple hours sober, and that's all a train wreck. You know, um, um, but she was happy and lively, and just clear eyes. She took a shower. She agreed to take a shower. Like, that's a big step. I know it doesn't sound like a big step, but it's a big step. So yeah, it was good getting her back in the building where she wanted to be, around the people that care about her, because she's one of those people that can convince herself that nobody cares about her, nobody wants her to succeed, and that's simply not true. It's hard to convince her of that over the phone. She had been calling me like all week, whining and complaining, wanted to get out of there, wanted to be home, and progressively over the next couple days, her voice got softer and sounded more energetic. She was clear, concise with her words. Made sense. Sometimes she doesn't always make sense. So it was good. It was good. And she met with all the people in the building that care about her and want her to do well, and she's talking it out, and it's good. So I'm hopeful. Very worried that it's the weekend and she just got her check. But I'm holding on to most of her money, so hopefully that will discourage her from spending the little amount of money that she has on crack, so or weed. She was talking about smoking weed today, and like, I don't personally have a problem with it, but for an addict, it's a stepping stone. One leads to the other. So I hope that the people, like the other tenants that care about her, there's a few people in my office that care about her and have a vested interest in her. Not a vested interest, have an interest in her. But there are also, fellow vets that look out for her, and they were the ones asking about her, so I hope they keep an eye on her this weekend, because all weekend she's gonna be alone without me and my supervisor, who are pretty much the most involved people. that she can go and talk to. So I hope she stays clean because she's really good right now. Then I had our first tenant association meeting. Went really, I wouldn't say really well, but it went as well as I think it could have. It was there were a lot of people in there, not a lot, like 10 people, because that's the CDC guideline. But they're all very passionate, and they know what's wrong with the building. They know what they want fixed. They just need help zeroing in on what's possible to fix and, what solutions there can be. So, that's the point of a tenant association meeting, is to crowdsource ideas. So that's what they did, and I think we accomplished it pretty well. I was there as a facilitator. One of my supervisors was sitting in as well, and I'm not. I haven't been there long enough to tell my supervisor, "Hey, back off, shut up for a second, and let them do it." She was just being really involved, and I made a whole agenda and list of expectations for the meeting. And one of the first ones was, don't raise your voice. And she was raising her fucking voice. So that was kind of frustrating. But she won't be at the next one, so it's fine. They got a lot of really good work done. Voiced all their complaints, and if nothing else, it was a good venting opportunity for them. So it was good. Yeah, and that was the end of my really long day. But two positives to it being the end of the day. One, beer. And two, we have an unboxing to get to. So, grab this guy. It's from my last video. While we're on the subject, I said in my last video this sheath is shitty, and here's why. Because this part, which is very crucial, because it keeps the knife in the sheath, it popped off last night, and I had to super glue it. So I don't know how. Yeah, it's not very strong. So if I find, just like an empty sheath that's better than this piece of crap, I'm definitely gonna swap it out. But that is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this. Very exciting. Let's open it up. All right. Tac Force. I don't know if you can see that. Tactical Rescue Outdoor. It's a great company. I have a lot of knives from Tac Force. They hold up really well. They sharpen really well. And they usually come out of the box pretty damn sharp. So let's take a look-a-rooney. Boop. Holy crap. That was much heftier than I thought it was going to be. Whoa. Holy Moses. Alright, goddamn, dude. Alright. There you go. This little thing here says Sheriff's Department, Public Safety. Badass. Damn. I don't even think this will fit in my pocket. Whew. You know, I got it offline, so obviously, but I was looking at the picture online, and it looked like this guy. This is one of my go-to knives. I carry it pretty much every day. Um, you know, super sharp. But that's that guy. That's this guy. Hoofa. Big old blade. Serrated edge. See how sharp this bad boy is. Ew. Damn. Fun stuff. Good stuff. That is sharp as shit. Ew. Nice. Man, I'm still blown away at how hefty this thing is. I mean, the blade's not that much bigger than, you know, than this guy, but the handle is freaking enormous. I'm gonna see if it fits in my pocket right now. Yeah, not too bad. Little you can kind of feel it when you're lifting your leg up a little bit, but that's a pretty cool knife. One of the other cool features of it is the like belt clip is on the bottom, whereas like a lot of my knives are like it's at the top. All right, so when you pull it out, you go and open. But with this guy, you pull it out and it's right there. You know, so you're kind of like already in the opening position when you take it out of your pants. And that's kind of a cool feature. I like it. I have had some difficulties with another one of my knives that has the belt clip on the bottom. It fell out of my pocket while I was at work, and I was devastated because it was an expensive knife, and it was a really nice knife, and I loved it. But my manager and I were going rock climbing at DRG, and I saw it in his pocket, and I was like, "Yo, where'd you get that knife?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I found it on the floor of the shop." And I was like, "Holy shit, that's my knife!" Like I was so happy when he gave it to me. You know, I thought I'd lost her forever, but I found it. This is dope. It's got a little fish hook. It's for cutting like fishing line, and more importantly, like seatbelts. So you just hook that on the seatbelt and it'll cut it right off. You know, it's for rescues. You know, if you're trying to cut somebody out of a seatbelt, you don't want to like have, all right, come here, let me put my knife right next to your chest. No, you just keep it closed, and you hook the seatbelt, and it's off. Which is a cool feature.